Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another 2024 Iron Man Retro Card Marvel Legends figure review on Whiplash!
Whiplash.
I think of Quicksilver every time I hear the word Whiplash. Also, I can't help it, I'm so sorry. But anyway, we've been wanting this figure for a very long time, and when I say we, I really do mean the fellow Marvel Legends collectors that I've spoken to throughout my 15 years of being on this platform. Like, everybody's wanted this figure, and now we finally have it, and I am excited for it. I like the packaging over here. It says Marvel's Whiplash, nothing on the side, but on the back, you can see how you can swap the hands. There's a little read-up over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Nothing on this side, top or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Whiplash out of the packaging, and he looks cool. I like this figure. There's a bit of new going on over here. Obviously, there is some reuse, not nearly as much as what we saw with the Count Nefaria, but I don't mind. I like having the new characters, as I've said many times before. I think this is appropriate use on this figure. I will mention some gripes that I have with it, but for the most part, it's looking pretty damn sweet. So let's get a closer look. So Whiplash is one that we've been wanting to add to the Rogues Gallery for quite some time. When he first worked for the Magia, he was Whiplash, and then later, when he was working for Justin Hammer, he was Blacklash, and I think he looks really, really cool. I like that he's fought Spider-Man too. I think he's a pretty interesting character, technician. He's got some cool gizmos going on right over here, and the cape is bulletproof and stuff, and his clothing, I think, all the way through is bulletproof. But this head sculpt looks great. I really do like the detailed paint that you could see around the cheeks right over here and on the chin. Ponytail looks really good. I love the black mixed in there. Nice sculpt. I love that it's articulated. You do have to port that on when you get the figure. No paint detail on the cape, but it does have this very matted look to it. I don't know how else to explain it, but when you touch it, it's very matte, and I like that. You could feel it. And yeah, we're looking at the updated Spider-Man UK body mold, but we have a different torso piece over here for this collar. Paint mostly looks pretty good over here, so can't really complain too much about it. Okay, I am seeing a little piece of chest coming over here. It's like he's got a chest boner. Oh god, what the hell's wrong with me? Why do I say these things? There goes 50 subscribers. Oh well, they'll be back. Anyway, chest boners and all, I think it's a cool figure. Looking at this right here, I love that they didn't just give us the same exact cuffs that they'd given with Count Nefaria, so I think that's a pretty cool choice. At first I thought they were the same exact thing, but when you look at them closely, they are not the same thing at all. So I think that's great. I do think the hands are a little on the small side though. I feel like they're just a little on the small side. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but he does come with an even set of fisted hands, and he does come with an even set of whip holding hands. It would have been nice if he had open hands, but I'm happy he has at least 2 complete sets right there. And then you can see the satchel, which we've seen before. We get some gold right there for the buckle, for this buckle over here as well. And then, yeah, Spider UK, updated pinless legs right over there. And then we have new boots right over here as well. Looking pretty sweet, and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And then, of course, we have the whip, which looks really good with this gold paint at the bottom. And then you can see it's all electrified and everything, looking pretty cool. He holds it okay. And I say okay because his wrists are a little on the loose side, so it will fall with the gravity, and if you really push those wrists in all the way and you have it balanced right, it'll work fine, so you can make it work. But I do like this whip. I did heat it up to see if I can get it to change shape a little. I didn't do that thinking that it looked bad, but after I did heat this up, this widened up a little bit over here, which I feel like is the natural state that it was meant to be in. We could have a powered down whip, that would be sweet as well, or like a swooshing accessory whip, you know what I mean, going in circles. That would have been pretty cool too, but I'm happy to have this. So not a lot of new for the articulation, but again, I like that we get a twirly ponytail over here, and you can hinge the head up, so we have this new torso piece, and I love that they included the ball joint with the hinge, and the color matches really well over here, by the way. It's nice and fluid. But yeah, he'll look up that far, he'll move down that much, shift forward and pack like a pile driver if you don't rip the head off. Yeah, he still moves like a pile driver, and then the head moves side to side, a little bit of head pivoting right there, no butterfly joints. Shoulders will move outward, fairly stiff to move, but way above the 90-degree mark. and move all the way in, rotate forward, rotate back. I love that the cape doesn't pop off super easily. That was one problem I had with the Count Nefaria. Anyway, you can move the biceps, you get the pinless double jointed elbows. There is no forearm swivel, but you get the swivel at the wrist, and all the hinges move up and down on the hands. You get a hinge moving forward, I'm dropping shit, and you can move back that far. You get the waist cut, you get the hips that move outward only this much, and then he kicks forward really high and back a little bit, upper thigh cut, pinless double jointed knees bend in that far. He does have boot rotation, ankles move down, they do move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out Whiplash. You can see that he is standing just a little under 7 inches tall. To measure out this whip, I don't know if you straighten it all the way out, you're looking at about 9.5 inches across to the bottom of the handle. I guess not including the handle, it's just 9 inches. Then here's Whiplash, next to what I would consider to be the 2 best Iron Man figures to pose against him. We have the 80 Years Iron Man, and then we have the cartoon modular Iron Man right over there. Do you hear the theme song? What was with the clock? Why was there a clock in there? Now, while I have a whole bunch of Iron Man villains I can compare Whiplash next to, I did want to pull out these 4 in particular because this satisfies an itch right over here to have him next to Whiplash, Blizzard, Black Knight, and Grey Gargoyle. Or Dread Knight. I always say Dread Knight, Black Knight. And then here's Whiplash next to all the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed so far. We have the Model 20 or 24 Iron Man. We have Count Nefaria. We have the Model 9 Mark II Iron Man, and then we have She-Hulk. And I feel like I upset a lot of people when I reviewed Count Nefaria over here. Maybe I didn't give Count Nefaria enough love. It's just that from the little bit I read of him from, early on, I didn't think it was that interesting. But man, yeah, this version right here is definitely way cooler. And then here's Whiplash next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Black Suit Spider-Man from the animated series. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, or if you're old here and you haven't subscribed yet, show some love by hitting that subscribe button. It does help make this channel grow. And this figure is cool, man. It's very, very fun. However, I do have frustrations with it. I really do like having the figure. This is a character that I've been wanting to just add to the shelf for quite some time, and I am very satisfied. I think Hasbro did a really good job with this Whiplash figure. I've been wanting it, and I feel grateful that it's not a bad figure. I think they did a good job with it. The downside, I think, is just that right wrist kind of getting loose on me and kind of swerving around. He can kind of get, the cape will get in the way a little bit with some of the posing, but for the most part, I really did have fun with the figure. I really do like how it looks, and the articulation scheme's just fine for me for this character, and I like this piece, man. I'm happy to have it at the price point of around 25 bucks. I'm gonna give Whiplash or Blacklash over here a SUD rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,